Hey everybody, what is going on? What is going on, everyone? How you guys doing out there? All right, what you doing? Well, how you guys feeling out there? This is Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer, and I am coming at you from the Wizard Tower. Like I said in the announcement, welcome to the Hobby Hall. That's right, the Hobby Hall is the show where we talk about game stuff. We actually do gaming. Going here, and hang on. Oh, that's it. Yeah, my chats were. What's going on? That's right. So, welcome to the Hobby Hall. Now, I am doing some serious experimentation with a tri-cast. What? That's right. I am triple casting this day. This is going out today on Twitch, YouTube, and onto the Patreon as a free for the members or for people who are thinking, maybe I might want to check that out and all that jazz, all that stuff out to, try and get the word out about what we do while we're here and all that stuff. Hopefully. Hopefully you guys can hear everything over the music. Yeah, that's right. Again, the work never stops, and I am still busting my chops. So, let us get to the show. I want to give a shout out to all of my people in all of the various chats across all the platforms. If I am not talking correctly right now, well, I'm checking a lot of platforms. I am juggling a whole lot of things at the moment. But if you want to make sure that I notice you when you look at me, Senpai, then you can leave a comment right here. So yeah. Oh well, thank you. You like the background animation? I've had this for a long time. So this right here is going to be one of the new backgrounds that I'm using specifically for the Patreon videos, and of course, if the people don't want that kind of early access, all the little I got planned on sending out for all my patrons, well, this stuff is going to be the short form YouTube video that I'm writing and over. All right, so with all that, we are going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff. Wait, I'm cutting in and out. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't be cutting in and out, but yeah, there we go. Going on like that, and making absolutely sure that all of my cables are working properly and all that jazz. So, let us get to this by me starting off with the way same thing I normally always do. So, subscribe to all the stuff, guys. Subscribe here on Twitch if you can afford it, over on Patreon if you can afford it. Definitely, like, don't just subscribe to this channel, but subscribe, leave a like, leave comments, and all that stuff over on YouTube. I don't like using the term, it really helps out a lot, but it does. It actually helps us make money from what this thing is doing so we can keep up with the community outreach, and I can pay my mortgage and keep the internet on and all that stuff. So I can keep bringing you guys this kind of content Monday through Friday, a lot of Saturdays, along with the live action, or not the live actions, but the real-time Twitch stream games, the tutorials, then all the other stuff that I'm doing. I'm trying to make a go of this, guys. Trying to make a go, but I need your help with the sharing of the videos and all that stuff. And let's see what else. Oh, I want to give a shout out to my patrons, but I will do that after you guys send me an email and all that stuff at backonthedeck@gmail.com. It's BACKINTHEDCK@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on Twitter and Instagram, or as I like to call them, the social media that everyone has and everyone hates. So that right there is also a really big thing. Reach out over on them ticketed talks, the ticketed talks over at BIDEY. And you can also, and this is one of my favorite bits that you could possibly do, is you can totally reach out. If you are still part of that wretched hive of scum and villainy known as Facebook, over on Deckers on the Book. That's right, we have a Facebook group that's a lot like a whole lot of other things that we do. I'm also, oh no, not that one, not that one. No, I don't want to put that one up. But what I do want to do is send you guys an invitation to the Discord server. What? Yeah, we got a Discord server and all that as well for you guys. Oh, look at that. For you guys right there. You know what? I think I'm gonna put that thing on the YouTube. Maybe after somebody comments. I want to make sure that everybody's got their thing going there and all of that stuff. So, what are we talking about today? Well, first, I am going to be major shout to my patron. All right, here we go. I finally made you guys a little title card. You know, these are my royalty tier, which helps me with the community service and, or should I say, the community outreach work. And that's a really big thing. All right, the community outreach is the primary way that we are here, the primary that we're here. All right, this is, you know, doing the stuff like bringing the kids to conventions and how to play games, getting them miniatures and books and all that stuff. You know, the things that we do to make our hobbies grow and all that. That would be super amazing. And yeah, this is what we're doing and what we like to do. Thank you guys. Laura Holton, Chaley Watson, Jennifer Kroll, Noel Heiler, Glenn Couch, Christopher Chalmers, Joseph Hines. Thank you guys for making all. Now today I decided that we are going to go through some preparation. All right, some preparation, getting games together because it's one thing to say, hey, let's get out there, let's play a game, right? I mean that's super simple. But what do we do? What is it that we do when it comes down to getting a game together, especially for you new GMs out? And maybe you older GMs might be able to chime in, if you will. So number one, we have to come up with a campaign or a module or a one shot, right? We have to figure out what kind of thing that we want to. So the number one thing that we need is a mission, right? Some reason for our players to around a table. Don't worry, I'm only going to focus a little bit on the tabletop role-playing part. We're also going to be talking about setting up board games and just most game get together that a person can. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet. There. Even my glasses are needed. So, as I've explained many times, playing a role-playing game is essentially writing an outline to a story, having your friends create characters for the story that you've outlined, and then sitting around tables and going, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put this story together and let's play it out as though it's happening real time or as close to real time as we can. And that is some really cool stuff to do. But first we need an outline. Now, a lot of GMs go through the major stressor trying to come up with an original story, right? Original. If that's something that you've got, feel free to send me an email. All right. Yeah, send me an email. All right. So there's also the second part. All right. Um, Coming up with stories, coming up with characters, and when you're coming up with a story, you need a plot, a premise, right? Now you can choose whatever genre you want, be it sci-fi, fantasy, horror, detective, modern, historical, um, whatever. Well, whatever these things. But all stories that people are engaged in come down to just a few things, all right? And when you're writing a story for a role-playing game, when you want to get your stuff together, you got to think in the phrase of an ensemble cast. There is no one particular star for the whole overarching thing. There might be for a one shot, but if you have a campaign, each player will have kind of a chance to shine and be the main character for a small temporary amount of time. But quite honestly, you're dealing with an ensemble cast where everybody brings a little something to the table. Okay? So think about a story that will require a group of folks to do. All right? Be it in comic book phrase. Oh. My chair's sitting on my mic cable. That probably explains why my sound is so odd. There we go. Oh, so much better. So much better. Now, when you're looking at a whole lot of stories, you have to have stuff that requires a group of people, a group of 3, group of 4, group of 5, and you have to determine whether or not you're dealing with the Bat Family or the Justice League. What level of threat you guys are dealing with, what scale and scope of a story are you telling? But they tend to always come down to 3 or 4 things. All right. Thing 1, save the girl. All right. The girl could be a kid, the girl could be a boy, but save someone. You got to save someone from a particular thing. This means someone's been kidnapped, someone's gone missing. Okay. And someone is paying your people to find them and get them back. Second type of story there is get the artifact. All right. If you've ever seen an Indiana Jones movie, you know what get the artifact is. In truth, most of the Harry Potter movies came down to get the artifact, right? Type of story number 3, all right, is get to the place. All right, get to the place. So find save the girl, rescue the artifact, get to the place. These are all 3 different measurements, 3 different methods of going to what every single story comes down to. All right, and that is save the world. Now, the world could be the community center, of course. The world could be a particular person, of course. But most adventure stories that require most people, okay, that require most groups, come down to there is a ticking clock. A thing has to be accomplished in a specific set of time or bad things will happen. So, pick the thing, pick the consequences, i.e. the bad thing that'll happen, and then come up with ways for that bad thing to be stopped. It's not that critical. Now, a lot of GMs stress to all get out about, especially new GMs, they stress to all get out with coming up with an original story. And I want to tackle that, all right? I really want to tackle that in practice, all right? And I'm going to tackle it thusly, all right? Most folks think of original as something created out of nothing under whole cloth, okay? That is the whole thing. Like, it has never existed before. There is no way that it could possibly exist. And yeah, that's just that's just what it is. I have to come up with something that no one has ever seen before and do it in such a way that my players will, how can I put it, that they will just be awed. They will be shocked and awed and put aside in ways that we have never ever seen them before. They're going to be shocked, and there's nothing at all that they will have seen before that makes them this is just going to blow them away, right? But that's not how it goes, right? This really is not how that kind of thing goes. When you're creating an original story, the originality of the basic plot is not what blows people away. The biggest thing that blows people away is if they haven't seen it before. Okay, think about that for just a minute. Not if it's never existed before, but if they have never seen it before. And this is something that I really like to stress when it comes to creating your outline, creating your story. All right, so what we're going to do, because this is the hobby hall, so this isn't just the show where I sit around here and I talk at you guys. All right, so if y'all got access to the chats and all that stuff, I want to make sure that we can do this. So let's seriously do this. All right, and what does this crazy person mean? Let's do this. I don't know if I like where this is going. This doing this thing. I don't know. Just relax. All right. Because when I say let's do this, I mean exactly that. So let's head over to a different section of the hobby hall and let's come up with a one shot. All right. Hey, this is it. This you got. We're here. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. But yeah, here we go. That's where we are. How you guys doing? Okay. So, I'm just gonna call this sample. Ooh. Where's my caps lock? Sample one shot. Now, plot. What do we got? Do we want a save the girl? Do we want to stop? You know what? Let's say, stop the warlord. Yay! Stop the warlord. All right. So, in order to stop the warlord, what is the warlord doing? Well, stop the warlord from, I don't know. Let's see here. Anybody got any suggestions? Let's see here. Ooh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Wow, you got, okay. All right. This is doing some good stuff here. Let me get the chat up here going. Ooh, there we go. Let's see. Oh man, looks like I gotta do a band hammer. Sorry, man. That's banned. All right, cool. So, as I was saying, yeah. Want my chat back. The chat. Banned him. Sit, banned. Cool. Will do. Close down that dock. And I'm gonna just open it again. So, there we go. All right. Here we go here. Let's see here. Who do we got? Who we got going? We got union busting with the undead. Ooh, okay. All right. Forming an army of the undead. Cool. That is, you know what? Let's change this from plot to mission. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Mission. All right, stop the warlord from forming an army of the undead. Done. Now, how do they get undead? That's the question. So let's say if this is going to be a one shot, they have a major ritual is taking place at the half moon on the mountain of dread. Okay, there you go. Major ritual is taking place. Ritual consists of, I don't know, a golden skull. What else? The staff of Wonkai, and what else do we got? Oh, and okay, 50 buried heads in the forest of ancient dirt, no, ancient soil. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. Ritual consists of a golden skull, staff of Wonkai, and 50 buried heads in the forest of ancient soil. There we go. So those are our three major components that we got. Now they can stop. Party can stop ritual. Can stop ritual by so what else can they do? They can stop the ritual by disturbing components of it. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, they can disturb the components of it, and they can steal the counter artifacts, or they can find and kill the big bad evil guy. And let's see, what else? Or, you know, they can find 30 clerics to sanctify the ritual site, or artifacts. There we go. That's it. We got the problem. All right. So now that's it. That's the whole thing. Boom. Done. Sure. It could be 33. It could be 60. It could be 100. Who knows? What's up, Nerd Soul? What's going on, my man? So what we're doing right now is we're going over how to do a whole thing. So let's see here. Hang on. Yeah. So one shot. We'll call this one Union Busters. All right. So there we go. So the mission is to stop the warlord from forming an army of the undead. How did he get the undead? A major ritual takes place at the half moon on the Mountain of Dread. The ritual consists of the golden skull, the staff of Wonkai, and 50 buried heads in the forest of ancient soil. Now, the party can stop the ritual by disturbing the components of it. They can find and kill the big bad evil guy. They can find 30 clerics to sanctify the ritual site, or 33 clerics to sanctify the artifacts themselves. All right, so Now, what we need to do as the creators of the story is come up with obstacles. Now, we're talking Golden Skull, the Staff of Wonkai, so artifacts are hidden in various places in the country. Okay? Let's say the skull is in a cave at the foothills. Yeah, the skull is in the cave at the foothills. And let's see, what else? Yeah, skull is at the cave at the foothills. And the cave is booby trapped by goblins, let's say. All right, cool. That's it. Let's see. The Staff of Wonkai. Yeah, that's right. It's a wonky staff. I keep doing that. Yeah, the Staff of Wonkai. Now the staff is where should we put the staff? Give me somewhere we can use to put the staff. Anyone. Nerd Soul, clever little Vixen. Who else we got in the chat here? Is Nickable, Sonic PlayStation. Oh, Vixabel cosplay. All right. So yeah, where else can we put this stuff? Where do we got these guys? A cave. Okay. We can do a cave. We can totally do a cave. Well, let's see here. So, the other one is in a different cave. Now, this cave is deep in the forest. Okay, so a cave deep in the forest. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Standing cave that reaches a giant stone ball. Ha 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 ha. But why not? Why not? Okay, so we can make the giant ball one of the booby traps by the goblins, right? So a cave deep in the forest. And let's see here. Forest, foothills, yes. Actually no, not deep in the forest. We already have a forest that's going. So let's go a cave hidden in the plains to the west. Yeah, that works. It's in the plains. All right, so we got the plains going. Now, and what's in the cave? Oh, yeah, here we go. Guarded by a monster. And let's see, we already got goblins, and so yeah, there's a monster guarding this thing. The monster should have like we'll deal with the monster if it has henchmen later. And of course, the forest of where let's see, the forest of ancient soil. Okay, so the forest of ancient soil is to the south, and the mission is to find the 50 buried skulls. But the land itself is toxic and full of, I don't know. The land itself is toxic and it's full of who cares. We talking spiders, mushrooms, berries. What else? Let's throw some little guys at them. Little toxic and full of angry drunken gnomes. All right. Drunken gnomes. Cool. Done. All right. And now, so these are the obstacles to face, and now we need to come up with NPCs. Who sent him on the mission? All right. Let's say an old. Oh no, you know what? Let's say instead of an old wizard that says brrr, ooh, a field of poppies. I like that. You know what? We will put the field of poppies there we go. Yeah, I know. Field of Poppies. Wizard of Oz. I'm all there. But guess what? It works. All right. So, NPCs. Well, we need, let's see here. NPCs. Well, we need somebody to send them on a mission, right? So, who would be sending these people on a mission? Well, let's see here. And this is the plot hook, right? This is, you know, in an Indiana Jones movie, how does Indy find out about this thing? In Lord of the Rings, you know, Bilbo or Frodo had to get rid of the ring. So what is the thing that calls him to adventure, you know? Well, an NPC, according to most storytellings, we need an Obi-Wan, a mentor character. So let's see here. Ooh, grandfather of a PC tells that PC that the time he has dreaded is upon us and he is too old and too arthritic to do it himself. Done. All right. So yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. So that's the grandfather. Let's see. Gives the, if this is a one shot, party a key to be used in the locations of the artifacts to teleport them closer to the next one. Done. Now, who else is the NPC? You know, what other NPCs do we need? Oh, the BBEG. Yeah, the BBEG, the big bad evil guy. Big bad evil guy. Let's call him, Gulstaff. Necromancer of Laguna. And, yeah, Necromancer of Laguna. So he's a necromancer. 5th level. If this is for a low campaign. And make the character. Now, minion. Because every big bad evil guy, you know, every big bad evil guy has a number one, a Riker, you know, a Spock, you know, somebody there. And I mean, hell, even, God, I forgot the name of Vecna's, but he's the dude from the Tomb of Horrors. You guys know. But yeah, so that's it. So we need to give him a minion. Let's say, ooh, a dwarven cleric of the death god. There we go. All right. And yeah, so those are the two, actually, yeah. So let's see, that's big bad evil guy. And now, yeah, Gulstaff, Necromancer of Laguna, Necromancer, 5th level, done. And now, minion. We'll call him Onyx Stoneback. Yeah. Onyx Stoneback, Dwarven Cleric of the Death God. Done. And then that's it. That's it. You guys got your whole thing. Now, your one shot can be fast travel between the different places for the various places in the country, and then for the evil fight. We've got goblins here. All right. A monster in a field of poppies. You can make this, the field of poppies. You can write the field of poppies effect. And yeah, I mean that's it. That's all you gotta do. This right here is everything that you need to come up with a one shot, and Union Busters can literally be made into a full campaign. Not a very long campaign. We've got 1, 2, 3 1, 2, 3 different locations. Oh wait, ritual site. Forgot to add that. So yeah, so what we need to do is we're just gonna do that there. And ritual site. Now, since this is gonna be somewhere here, it's gonna be underground. Yeah, it's gonna be underground. But where? Give me a type of landmass. Let's see. We talking underground in the forest, underground in the hills. Ooh, okay. A valley or a swamp. Aha. See, now we're getting it. I'm gonna go with swamp. Because when I'm looking at this, we've got a plains, which is a lot like a valley. And yeah, underground in the swamp of the old fortress. And yeah, the swamp of the old fortress. Within the ring of bent willows. There we go. That's it. That's all. That is everything that you guys need right there. Let's go through this one thing at a time. All right. So we've got our mission. Stop the big bad evil guy from forming an army of undead. He's getting the undead by, oh wait, the Mountain of Dread. My bad. My bad. I already put that up there. But we'll get to, let's see here. Where else? Rituals. All right. You know what? I like the monster in the field of poppies. So we are going to get rid of the caves that are booby trapped by a goblin. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And add the swamp of the old fortress within the ring of bent willows. That way we can bring out lizard people. Hey, look at that. Yeah, guarded by a monster in the field of poppies, and yeah. And the land itself is toxic and full of angry, drunken gnomes. So we've got gnomes, a monster, lizard people in a swamp. We've got Granddad gave us this mission to do it. We've got a magical artifact that'll help us teleport from one type of place to another. We've got the big bad evil guy, Galstaff, Necromancer of Laguna. Galstaff, 5th level. Ooh. Level Necromancer of Laguna. His minion, Onyx Stoneback, Dwarven Cleric of the Death God, will make him 5th level, not 4th level. Fourth level Cleric of the Death God. So we've got lizard people, we got all that stuff, and that is it. That is the thing. That's what you need. All right, that is seriously it. We've just in a few minutes outlined an entire story. All right, and the story comes down to when we create the player characters, they decide what artifacts they go to first. They decide whether or not they're going to fight these minions, or if they solve the puzzles, or if they negotiate some kind of trade deal with the angry drunken gnomes. That's all up to them. And that is what I'm talking about when it comes to creativity, guys. Within the creativities, the story that we just outlined right here, right now, right there, like real talk, okay, this story, this is pretty much the Felix Faust episode of Justice League Unlimited. You know, the one where they go to Themyscira and all the Themyscirians are turned to stone and they have to get a thing for Felix Faust. But these stories are all over the place. We just did Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, or no, the Prisoner of Azkaban. The Philosopher's Stone. Okay? Get the magical artifacts, collect the stuff, stop the thing from happening. Can they do it? What are the things in their way? Now, I want to go over the little bits of story structure that go into this outline, all right? Because I've talked to you guys about a lot of this stuff in the past. But what we have here is we've got the mission, all right? They've got 3 things to go for. 50 buried heads in the forest of ancient soil, the staff of Wonkai, the golden skull, all right? Now, real talk, we have the choice on whether or not we want to create these artifacts, except for the 50 buried heads. But what does the golden skull do? Is it magic? That's for us to decide. Don't really need them to. The staff of Wonkai. Who was Wonkai? Or is Wonkai a place? But what's up with the staff that it can be used in a ritual? What's the story behind that? We can write that if we want. The Mountain of Dread. Why do they call it the Mountain of Dread? We can flush all that stuff out. I've set up right here 3 different methods. Yeah, 3 different methods of 3 different methods of stopping the ritual. Okay? 3 different methods. All right? They can find and kill the big bad evil guy before the thing happens. They could find 30 clerics to sanctify the ritual site, or find 33 clerics to sanctify the artifacts. Oh wait. D. Find and hide/destroy the artifacts. That's it. That's all. Find and hide or destroy the artifacts themselves. Ooh, that literally is that right there. That ain't all that critical. All right? That is some serious simple stuff. Okay? Let me just get that out there. I don't even know how that happened, but yeah, it's done. Now, ritual site obstacles. Oh wait, yeah. We already did that. No wonder. I know where that happened. Boom. Obstacles. Artifact is hidden in various places. So the skull is underground in the swamp of the old fortress, within the ring of bent willow, and the problems are lizard people. Now, if you want to make this just a straight up adventure type thing, you can totally just have the people go there, go through a couple of puzzles, find the thing stops, or you can use the but and therefore thing. Right now, right here, I'm looking at quite possibly 4 to 5 game sessions. Okay. Let us go through each one. Okay. Grandpa and his guitar goes through all this stuff in the first session. Okay. And then we get the mission together. All right. We gather up the party, and then the party decides which one they're going to first, and we can give them a chance to research the very first area they go to within the town they live in. And then once they do that, they go to that first area, and that first area, just like most games, is going to be pretty easy. Okay? And when I say pretty easy, it's still going to be challenging. But either way, each particular place gives them somewhere interesting to go, something interesting to take home, something interesting to fight, and someone interesting to talk to. And if you want this to happen in one session, then I would say push your players to act a lot faster. But all of these things are possible. Or if you want it to happen in one single session, put two artifacts in, or put the last two artifacts in the same location. Okay. If you want this to go on for a little while, then have the big bad evil guy follow the good guys and take the artifacts back and give more battles and give more chase scenes. But what we have right there in those 1 to 2 pages, I mean, seriously, we got let's see what we got on here. Let's see if we can do a page setup. So how many? Yeah, that's wow. Wow, that's do I have a print preview here? Let's see if we can find a print preview. Uh-huh. Yeah, now that's offline, but maybe? I don't know. I just want a print preview. Oh, there we go. Yeah. 1 page. Okay? Seriously. 1 page. This is everything we got, and it's not even that large of type. This 1 page is the outline for everything. It does not take a whole lot, guys. We don't have to super duper stress. All right? Now, with all of those things, that adventure right there, it is, you know, there are stakes. Army of an Undead might come and take your town. There are 3 different locations that they go to, so it's an engaging adventure. And this is a big thing, there's a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so yeah, we just got 1 page, and what did we do? We came up with a thing that had to be done. How can we make it not that easy? We have to send them to various places, and then we call it a day. I mean, that's it. There's no guarantee that your players are going to quickly defeat the monster. There's no guarantee that they won't be taken prisoners by the angry drunken gnomes. There's no guarantee that they won't try and get into a drinking contest with the angry drunken gnomes and win. And what are the consequences from that? You know? But all in all, we've got the places that they're going, the people that are there, and the reason that they would go to those places. Now, if they want to make friends, if they want to collect pets, if they want to rob the place blind and take all the valuables, that's all up to the players. Okay? But this is how, as a GM, you can prepare for these sessions. And this 1 page, this 1 little page of writing that took us about 20 minutes to do. Boom, this 1 page of writing. You're absolutely right, Neon Arlecchino. There is no guarantee that the big bad evil guy is Grandpa, you know? But all in all, these are all things that you can make up. You can use this 1 story over and over if you really want to, and change up things left, right, and sideways. Like add the twist that Grandpa's a little sketchy, you know? Make it so that the angry drunken gnomes are angry and drunk because, you know, well, what about maps and stuff? Well, I'm glad that you asked. Because real talk, maps and all that jazz, I like using them, but they're really not that big. Let's take another look let's take another look at the outline. Okay, just taking a quick look at the outline. All right, let's go back here. Various places. So, the swamp of the old fortress within the ring of bent willows. Well, let's do a little cheating. Yeah, we gonna do a little cheating. Let's do a little cheating right here. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look up. Ouch. D&D maps. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Open image, new tab. Nah, that's not a good one. Let's see. Let's. She's not a girl who misses much. Ooh, like that one. There we go. So what about maps and stuff? Easy. Well, what we have here is the swamp of the old fortress in the ring of the bent willows. And here we go. Yep, swamps right over here. These are the swamps. Where else do we have? The staff of one hidden in the caves and the plains to the west. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Plains to the west. Over here. Hey, what's this? This is an old cathedral on the plains. Oh wait, that's the east, huh? Yeah. Here we go. Those look like plains. There's a city. Well, you can Photoshop that out if you want to, and boom. Plains of the west, beyond the old forest. Or we can go over here, right there, and call these the Plains of the West. And one of these things, one of these castles, one of these things has it. So, as far as maps and all that stuff, if you're talking about the maps of inside, say, the different places, like in our outline here, we have a cave, right? Underground, yep, underground, that's in a cave. Within the ring of bent willows, all right, you can probably use a map. And the plains to the west, guarded by a monster in a field of poppies. So, creating a map for something that easy is really, really simple, all right? Let's head back to, let's head back to here. Let's see. Oh, dungeon maps. Boom. That's good. That one right there, that's good. Nope, not that. So, looking at this guy, yeah, there we go. There's a map. It's not very deep, not very big, and yeah, we just go in there and stick the skull, say here, and the players do this. I mean, that's it. That's really all you got to do. All right, it's really, it's not a difficult thing to do, and it's nothing that you really need to stress over. Oh, you're asking, what do I know about how, wait, I'm asking about how you know what to make maps of? Well, it's simple. You've got your overall world map, or the map of the big area, all right? And then you're gonna need the map to where the players are going to be. So we had the overall world map, okay, which is the one that I did just a minute ago. Yeah, which one did I say? Like, oh yeah, I like this one. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So what we got is this one. I would use as the overall world map. Okay, i.e. Where you going, what you doing, where you guys live, and then If we look at our outline, well, they're going to have to go underground in the swamp of the old fortress within the ring of bent willows. And that's where the lizard people are. So I'm going to need a map for the locations that I plan on setting a scene in, like the underground caverns in the swamp of the old fortress. I'm going to need a map of the cave in the hidden plains to the west. And I'm going to need a cave or a map of the forest of ancient soils. Okay? And that's really it. That's it. That's oh yeah. And of course a map of where the ritual site is going to be, which is the Mountain of Dread, and how to get there. So the easiest and main ways understand what you're going to need maps of is to ask yourself, how many set pieces did you design for these adventures? There's the traveling set piece, and when I say a set piece, okay, when you're writing the outline or thinking of a story, every scene happens on a set. And so every location that you're going to have a confrontation, a puzzle of some sort, that's your set piece. All right, that right there is what you're going to need to understand the geography of. All right. Sorry, I just had to check out and thank you, Neon Arlecchino, for the map resource from Reddit. I'm glad that you're willing to go on there because I'm not. Yeah, when it comes down to all of the places that you add, you're going to need to have some sort of map either in writing or in your head. Now, today's workshop is mainly for new GMs, all right? So we don't need to worry about handouts right now. That's a different one, and I'll probably do a 10-minute YouTube video on that one. But hopefully, with today's episode, we managed to take a look at how to prepare an outline. How to prepare an outline and how simple it can be. You don't have to stress too hard. You don't have to worry about things being original, all right? Real talk, okay? Absolute real talk. In books and movies and all that and all the stuff that we're out to, we may talk about original, but what we mean is something that makes us feel a way that we want to feel in a way that we're not used to yet. Now, that may sound like, well, yeah, that's what original means, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. When we get caught up on the word original, we start thinking something never done before. And that's not what we need. What we actually need to do, and this is a really, 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 really big and important thing, is come up with something familiar that your players just don't automatically come up with the answers with, okay? And this is the really big part. Even if they can automatically come up with the answers, we can still make it fun. All right, let's face it. Fun is the number one thing that we're looking for. And if it wasn't, why'd we watch the same things over and over again? You know, I know when I was growing up, yeah, we would, as soon as I found a fun movie, I would watch it, and then like a week later I'd watch it again. You know, I've seen The Exorcist over 137 times, you know, and it keeps getting funnier. No, but yeah, seriously speaking, the number one thing to look for is engagement and fun. All right. Now, fun can sometimes mean funny. Some can mean, sometimes it can mean accomplishing. Other times, it can mean sad. However, it's always engaging. You know, one last thing before we get out of here. If you have come up with like something like a puzzle that would be easy to solve, when you're coming up with this stuff, ask yourself what the obvious solution is, and then make the solution something else. You know, it's like when you're getting dressed. You turn around, then you look at the mirror real quick, and then turn back around. And the first thing that you notice, you get rid of it, right? I mean, that's at least that's what I've heard. I don't know. I wear turtlenecks and cargo pants. But yeah, so when it comes down to that, it's like, oh, that's the obvious answer, and I don't want them to just breeze through this because they'll get bored. So do something different with the obvious answer, like make the obvious answer a clue, okay? One of my favorite masters of this are the writers who write for the Riddler in Batman. Okay? I mean, you know, what does a liar do after he dies? He lies still. If you know, you know. If you don't, get HBO Max. And no, they're not sponsoring this episode, although I wish they would. Give me money. No. But seriously speaking, you know, you don't have to stress. You don't have to overthink stuff. The number one thing is to keep it fun. And if your players are engaged, okay, if your players actually want to accomplish the thing, they'll do most of the work in keeping it fun with their interactions and with their using of their skills and the actual gameplay itself. It's not just you sitting up there dictating what it is they do. Okay, you're not writing a book, you're just writing an outline to a story that you and your friends collaborate with. So with that, I want to give another shout out to my patrons out there. Again, guys, hit the Patreon link, either the Patreon button or it's in the link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. And seriously, I could really use the help. These guys are really shouldering the majority of the burden, and I really appreciate their work, and I don't want them to be doing it alone. All right, when I say alone, I'm on that list, but you know, it's that kind of thing. But we could really use the help, and yeah, thank you guys. My chat has been awesome today, so thank you guys. Neon Arlecchino, Vixabel Cosplay, Clever Little Vixen, That Nerd Soul, Alien Conglomeration, Gikgok, and is Nickable, Shy Puff. Hey, you don't gotta talk. I'm just glad that you're here. And of course, Sony PlayStation S, okay, or Sony PlayStation plural. Thank you guys, and thank you for joining us. So I'm gonna get to editing the rest of the other YouTube content and all that stuff. If you want to see the new stuff that's going on, spend $5 on the Patreon, and you guys will be able to see the stuff, and we can do all that jazz, and no commercials, which is really cool. But in the meantime, if anybody tells you that you can't like what you like because of the circumstances of your birth, be it race, religion, creed, gender identity, sexual orientation, your disabilities, or your budget, you can just tell those people to take those cards and put them back in the deck. I'm Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer, and thank you guys for doing some game stuff with me here in the Hobby Hall. We will see you next time.